Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago on Tobago Updates, viewers. Now we are getting straight into a conversation with two lovely gentlemen here with me this morning. I am being joined by Mr. Ramish Radgman, who is the president of the Argyle United Farmers Development Group, as well as Mr. Samuel Eastman, and he's the PRO of the group. Good morning and welcome to you both.
Good morning.
And this morning we are speaking about their Children's Thanksgiving Ceremony 2023. So I guess we'll get started with you, Mr. Radgman, as to what is this about. Tell me.
Okay, so let me say good morning to you, ma'am, and Tobago and the rest of the world. This initiative, came about as a result of, a calendar event that we really want to see the group through for the remainder of its existence. So we'd have started in 2020. Well, the organization was formed in 2020 on the 23rd of February. And we always wanted to do something as a Thanksgiving ceremony for the organization. So with this year was the first year having come out of the pandemic, we would have had our first Thanksgiving ceremony this year, right, in February. And we said, well, okay, since the adult would have had a Thanksgiving ceremony to start the year, we want to end it with a Thanksgiving ceremony for the children, within the community, and, end the year on that note. But since that, in light of we are in the festive season, the Christmas season, we throw in the mix with Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus and things like that. So we put a kind of difference in the sense that it is a Thanksgiving, but we're trying to make it, the children be entertained with toys and food and everything that has to go with the season. So basically that is what it is all about.
So when is this happening, Mr. Samuel Eastman?
It's going to be Friday. Friday is the 15th.
So next week Friday?
No, this tomorrow Friday.
Okay.
Tomorrow Friday. What's a good Friday? Thank God. So one of the things, sometimes you have to touch lives in many different ways, because sometimes some of us don't want to give back because of this and that. So what we are doing is touching lives in many different ways, and because some of us never have a toy to play with now, I think, because some people might say we are living in the Stone Age, but I realize that the days where we were living was even better than even now. So you have to have the heart to come out and be brave and able to think, and sometimes I just harass Mr. Radgman, sometimes I say hats off to Mr. Radgman, because that initiative, that to take that bold step in order to make it happen. But if you don't understand the vision, you can't be in it. So let Tobago, I think, and more the business community come out and support also, because only sometimes, what is it, the laborers are few?
Yeah.
The laborers are few, right? So
many
are God, and the harvest is plenty. So let me come out and change the mindset, because I could tell you the politicians can't do it. Everybody have to come on board and end up doing it and support the good, because everybody negative. Let us be positive and be focused on what we want to do, and not change Tobago, because I hear the same, the little island on the planet. So let me be this little Saudi Arabia.
So what are we going to be expecting tomorrow? What's all on the agenda?
Well, okay, so we having Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus traveling to Tobago via a boat. So they will be arriving.
They're not going on the sail slayer anymore?
No. I understand that they are parking somewhere out in one on the island, Smith Island. So the boat would be taking them from there and come into Argyle. They will be porting at Argyle, and at Argyle they will be then taken onto a vehicle, right? They will greet the children at the entrance of the community center. Right, where there will be a PA system set up there, so the ho stories and the ha ha stories with Santa Claus. So we expect it to be a gala event for the children. We want them. We are encouraging the parents to be there for 2 p.m. We want to have it started exactly at 2 p.m. tomorrow, right? And we expecting it to be until roughly about 6 we're hoping to pull along the curtain around that time. So we believe between that time, the children will enjoy themselves, have fun, meet new children and things like that, make new friends and things like that. So the objective really is to bring an awareness that Argyle United Farmers Development Group is not only a group dealing with farming, we deal with training, we deal with the social aspect of, community building, right? We assist in whatever way possible, we communities and things like that. We are a non-profitable organization, so we are calling on the wider community whenever it is possible, whenever we ask. It is not for us, but it's to give back to the community, right? So things like this, it make me feel happy that I'm a part of it, and thank God that we have members of the organization who have the same mindset in giving back to Tobago. And we're hoping that probably later on that we may be able to extend arms as we develop, probably to Trinidad, invite Trinidad to Tobago. Right? Let them see, because next year we're hoping to have the helicopter bringing Santa Claus.
So
right?
wait now, so you're trying to say every year Santa Claus going and surprise people with that a fun mode of transportation?
Yes, that is what.
So he changed his mind, he don't want to go with sleigh rides anymore, no reindeer anymore.
Right, yes, he keep communicating with us, and as a result of his communication with us, we are going to pursue his mood of travel. So next year, he already spoke to us. He said he wants to travel next year via helicopter. So I'm hoping, I'm putting the Ministry of National Security on standby. So whenever we call on them, it is for a worthy purpose. It's for the children, right? And we're hoping that they will, undertake this initiative with us.
So what's is there a cost to be involved? I mean, is it open to anybody, any children? Does it have to be just in Argyle, or can it be in the surrounding communities?
Okay, so what happened is that we would have done it last year, right? We would have catered for 150 children, and over 250 children came. What we could not have provided last year is the toys for all the children. And then we have, even to this time around too, we kind of stretch it. We didn't have Santa Claus last year, so there are additional costs also. So what we did is that we tried to get as much children as possible, right? Yes, we will be accommodating persons coming, but all may not have a toy, right? But for sure, they will have eats and drinks, right? All will have eats and drinks. I promise. Adults also will be eating and drinking along with the children, because we want to do it. We are doing it like a Thanksgiving, giving back, so that people could, be entertained and be happy, being in the presence of children.
All right, so we're wrapping up our conversation now, but before we go, give people just the details, date, time, place, where they need to be to see Santa Claus coming on a boat.
Okay, so 2 p.m. Argyle. Right, that is right in the vicinity of the community center, Junction. The boat will be there with Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. We're hoping to have them 5 minutes to boost the awareness of Santa Claus in the area. So 2 p.m. tomorrow, we are asking that be there. See Santa Claus coming with the boat. Right?
Make sure the warehouse done in Crown Point, right? So bringing toys.
Certainly.
And mine is on Sunday, the 17th, Mission Sale, right by the sign. So while with Argyle, I was doing my things. This is about 40 years now since I've been doing it. Start with 5 children. And I think, so what if Mr. Radgman could do, the Argyle community could do this? Let us all give back. You never see the throwing nothing, no money in the box. So when you get done, and let us do it, and that the younger ones that come up could imitate and continue and do it better than us. You understand? Because that's what it's all about, improving.
Certainly. Okay. All right, Warren, thank you so much for being on with us, and viewers. Of course, if you want to see Santa Claus coming on the boat, you know where to be tomorrow, up in Argyle. All right, so we're gonna go for a quick break, and we'll be back. So don't go anywhere.